It's time for the final heat in the Northern Monk Euro Championship 2024. And today we've got Northern Monk's Tank Petrol. This is an IPA at 6.5%. And then we've got Northern Monk's Faith in the Futures. These are both Faith in the Futures, but this is a vague, hazy IPA. And this one's 6%. This is a Tesco beer. This is a Asda beer. Nearly got that wrong. So probably both are available for the same sort of price. Really great artwork. Both of these are really some of the best examples of artwork, I think, in terms of what they've got in the shops, certainly from Northern Monk. But we don't know anything about the hops. We don't know much about anything, really. They've all the ingredients exactly the same on them, but obviously the hops could be different. So let's crack them open. I'm going to put the Tank Petrol in the brandy glass and the vague in the non-brandy glass. So far, I feel that most of the beers are pretty much, well, not pretty much, but very similar to each other. It's quite difficult, I think, to sort of really pick out a star so far with the 6 beers that I've had. Maybe one of these will be the one that's the star, but they're very samey. They're very adequate beers, really. If you only drink supermarket beers, they're pretty good, I think. But if you drink other beers, then they're lacking a little bit in flavour. Right, let's see what these beers are like. So, looking wise, pretty damn similar. We've got an orange, hazy colour beer. Both of them are pretty the same. Much more tinge of orange. I think it's probably the glass. The Tank Petrol's got about a finger of head, whereas the vague one vague about that, has got a sliver of head. Both look pretty similar in terms of the look of the head. Let's see what the aroma's like. Oh, it smells really good though. This is a Tank Petrol. Lots of sort of sweet orange, peach, a little bit of stone fruit, like mango and stuff like that. It smells really juicy and smells good and inviting. Let's go for the vague. Now the vague is a little bit, I don't know whether it's just I haven't got my nose close enough to it. Oh, here we go. The vague is similar, but it's a little bit dull in terms of the aroma. Doesn't smell as juicy. There's a little bit more sweetness in the aroma. It still smells good. Very peachy. I think we'll have to decide what the taste is, but I think they're going to be pretty similar. Right, Tank Petrol first. Cheers, everyone. It's like the aroma. It's juicy, it's fruity. Peaches, very sweet oranges. A little bit of sort of apricot, mango. Oh, it's nice. It is a very drinkable, thirst quenching sort of beer. It's got a nice soft mouthfeel. I mean, it's been where the other ones I was doing day after day, there's been a good few days between those and these. But already I think that these are tasting better. Yeah, there's that sweet, juicy flavour all the way through that one. Really good, that. Really like that. Right, okay, let's go for the vague. Similar. A bit more orange. There's a little bit of slight bitterness coming in, a slight earthiness. I think it's a little bit softer. There's a bit more to it. Whereas the flavour with the Tank Petrol is very sort of, there's a big hits of sweetness in the fruit flavour that you get in. It sort of comes in and goes. But with this vague, maybe not as sweet and not as juicy on the first hit of tasting it. The flavour seems to stay around a little bit more. There's something a little bit earthier in this beer. It's much more like, say, certainly for the IPAs like Heathen, for example. Definitely a sort of a slightly more, I don't know, it is earthy. It's slightly more earthy flavour. It's quite difficult to pick these two apart because they've both got different things going for them. Let's go back in. I'm going to go back for this one. I really like that. I mean, it's so juicy, but it's at the same time it's got a nice, soft, nearly velvety mouthfeel. I like that one as well. There's a little bit more zip. I think there's a little bit more sort of grapefruit and some citrus fruits coming in, like lemons, lime, sort of, and grapefruit, that sort of element. But it's a difficult one to compare both. But I'd almost say that both of these are almost like the favourites, because I think that out of all the ones I've had so far, I'm liking these more. I don't know why. Sometimes with these sort of with supermarket beers, you can drink them and it's just how you feel at the time. It really is. You know they're quite similar. Unless you're going to drink them all together, and then I think if I had them all together and drank them all, even if it was like just tiny little bits, and there was a group, I think the best thing would have been to do this is to get a group of people round, and then you could have had a little sip of all of them without going too crazy. But then I think with that, you would really find it difficult to pin the flavours. And by the time you'd gone through 6, 7 of those beers, you would have gone, I can still get the flavour of the last one when I'm drinking this one. I'm really struggling to find which one I think is going to win out of these two. But I'm going to swerve a little bit and I'm going to go for Vague. I think this one, something smoother about it. It's slightly, only slightly less sweet than the Tank Petrol. Obviously, this is a 6% as well. But if you didn't know the alcohol, I would always say this one was a bit. Would you think it's a bit stronger because there's a little bit more earthiness and there's a little bit more complexity on the back end. You're getting some zing and some zest from light citrus on the back end of this one. Whereas the Tank Petrol one, it's all up front peach and sweet apricots and oranges and mango and stuff up front. And then it's sort of like, it leaves you a little bit wanting. And you drink it again and then you go, yeah, I've got that hit again. That's brilliant. I can keep drinking it. It's a very easy drinkable beer. But both of them are good. But I'm going to give Vague the winner of this round. So this is the last of the quarterfinals. We've got semi-finals and then finals. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do a semi-final and then a final, or I'm just going to take the 4 beers that are the winners and put them against each other. I might do that. You never know. But let me know if you've had any Northern Monk recently. Let me know if you can straight away say which is a favourite. Hopefully you've watched the other videos that we've built up to this. I'm going to probably put the number of them so you know which round it is of the quarterfinal sort of thing. So you can do them in order, so you can watch them as I've drank them almost. So, but let me know in the comments. I have missed off a beer because there was another Faith in the Futures, and I thought it was all going to be a bit too similar, and so I dropped that one. That was a Morrison's Faith in the Futures, but when I think of when I've tasted it, it's very similar to that one. But yeah, okay, Vague. This is the newest Northern Monk that I think I've actually drank, and it's the winner of this round. So join me in the next one. Let me know what you think of Northern Monk beers. Have you had any that you think, yeah, I'll drink that all the time and I think it's better than the others? Or do you just think, oh, if I'm in Morrison's, I'll pick up a Northern Monk. It doesn't really matter which one because they all taste the same to me. Let me know in the comments. And until the next one, enjoy the summer while it lasts and keep on rocking.